Partnerships between this municipality and the ICT industry need to be benchmarked against a developmental trajectory of local government. The question needs to be asked on an ongoing basis. Is the partnership, and by that we mean a range of partnership or a particular partnership in time, helping us as the municipality to achieve any one of our key strategic areas? And if the answer is no to that question, then that partnership ought not to exist. So I think we must start, interacting with these issues, not so much at the level of service provision, but at a level higher than that. I think that concludes my presentation for the day. Thank you very much.
Thanks a lot, Rio, for a very comprehensive information from the Nelson Mandela Bay. I think summarizing will be that I think we know where we're working towards. There's 5 key priority areas that have been set out by the municipality. So whatever solution that we come with or we put together, we work towards that 5 things. It's very rare sometimes. I know people in private sectors or even other government departments, they're saying we don't know what the government department is doing, or municipality, or provincial, or national department. Today, they're challenging back to us to say there's 5 key areas. Whenever you approach Nelson Mandela Bay, you should know. If you don't speak with those 5 key areas, you need to ask yourself questions. And if we think there's anything else that is not included in the 5 key areas, they are saying for us to come and suggest to them through advisory service and so on and so forth. And I think I'd like to congratulate them for the journey they've undertaken, for where they are so far. And I think also if you look at the performance of municipalities, it's one of the best performing, from waste collection, the solar energy that they are rolling out at the moment. They are doing very well. I think let's continue to support them and help them and congratulate them where it's due and come up with better ideas and solutions. And I think also I'd also like to acknowledge some of the other partners that I've invited today. There's people with disabilities that are joining us today. It's one of the key stakeholders in this particular kind of process, because I think when we do conversions, processes or technology, we need to take into account solutions that are covering the wider community. At the moment, I'd also like to call Sosul to come and help me in terms of making sure that when we go to breakaways, she'll come and advise us on how that program is going to run. Thank you. Come, Sosul.
Good day, everyone. I'd like to just explain the breakaway venues respectively. Track 1 will be inside here. That is, these 2 venues will break into 2. So we'll be using this one for track 1, and that would be for Miss Mpuma's Way. Track 2, there are ushers outside that are going to show you where the very, very last venue on the corridor, and that will be for the BITF information session. Track 3 would be the Hobby Beach. Just next to the one at the end will be the Hobby Beach suite. The ushers will show you there again, and that will be Mr. Padiachi. Track 4 will be divided this way, and then all the track 4s will come this way of the venue, and that would be Mr. Isaac Maredi. Thank you so much. Any questions?
Go ahead and then I'll raise my voice. I would like to start by saying thank you to the organizers for inviting me to come and talk to the conference, and especially the conference based here in the Eastern Cape. You will get to understand why I say that it's an important privilege for me to come to the Eastern Cape to present on the ICT sector for the IBC. My name is Mpomo, and I can see also that my presentation is not going to be on the screen. So I'm just going to try and talk to you. 3 things that I'm going to talk about. Firstly, is just to give you a background about the IBC, who the IDC is. Secondly, tell you about our investments in the ICTE sector. And thirdly, then talk about the strategic business units that have been given the responsibility to fund investments in the ICTE. And the ICTE includes electronic industries and electrical services. So it's not only ICT, that we also focus on the E. The IDC is a state-owned entity. We have been in existence for the past 40 years. We report directly to the DTI, and we have been self-financing since the 1950s. So basically, what that means is that we pay taxes to the government, we pay dividends. So we, even though we are a government-owned entity, we operate like a private company. The vision for the corporation is to create sustainable development, sustainable commercially based entities in South Africa. And what that means is that we have divided the mandate of the IDC into 14 sectors. 14 sectors grouped into 3 divisions. The first division being the industrial division that includes manufacturing, your chemicals, your wood and paper, your metals, you find them under that division. And then the second division will be your resources division, where you're going to get mining, where you're going to get a triple P, where you're going to get agriculture. And then a new division that has been created, it's no longer new, but now it's a shift in focus where we went and now from the services division. Services division includes ICT investments, includes tourism, includes media and motion pictures, it includes health and education. So basically that's how we structured as the corporation. And recently, as 2 years ago, we have also now set up regional offices, not just being based in Gauteng, but now we have regional offices in all 9 provinces. And the one that is based in the Eastern Cape is based in East London, and it's a fully fledged office where potential clients can come through and they can be assisted rather than basically going to Gauteng for assistance. The question that you can ask is, how do we fund investments? General, now I'm talking about general, I haven't gone to the ICT side. How we do it is that we fund, it can be a new project, we can provide funding for expansion, we can provide funding for transformation meaning facilitation of the companies to buy into a company. And then thirdly, then we can also, fourthly, we can provide funding to startups. All the projects that we fund, as I've said, they need to be sustainable. If the project is not sustainable, if the project is not sustainable and it doesn't have economic merit, then we are unable to provide funding. The finance also includes fixed assets. We can help you to buy a building, we can help you to buy a machine, we can help you to provide a working capital cycle. Working capital cycle to us is not just salaries. You need to bridge the gap between the date that you have performed and the time that you get paid. That to us is what we call working capital. And most importantly, we're not going to fund the whole project. We need the sponsors to be able to put down some minimum contribution towards the project. You are the entrepreneur, you are the owner of the business, we are just